comes in and loses their hat. That's why he was earning his cake this morning. They won't be off for a while.
You saw that tall boy over there. Every time he gets suspended, he's trouble. See, one's in the black. They lead a stick, so the girl there in the black. Are you still back there? On the top of their caps, 99.
Put your tassel back on.
Right there. I'll go.
please rise and join our senior ensemble directed by Ms. Terry Moore in the singing of our national anthem. My name is Tom Hensel. I'm very fortunate to be the principal of Plainfield High School, working with the dignitaries and the students we will introduce to you today. I'd like this time to introduce the dignitaries. If you please hold your applause until I have them all introduced, I'd appreciate it. Joining us, the Board of Education, Robert Smith, our president, Elizabeth Eichelberger, our vice president, Kenneth Hummel, secretary, Victoria Egerstadt, Michael Kelly, and Bonnie Lutter. Our superintendent, Dr. David Stanfield. The assistant superintendents, Mr. John Balke, Ms. Christine Robertson. Joining us from the community, Pastor John Bradford from the Abundant Life Lutheran Church. Our senior class advisors, Colleen Rupert, Teresa Twaddle, and our Dean of Students of our senior class, Ms. Pam Vilesma. Also, I'd like to recognize Dr. Averill and Eve Panisse, our Director of Instruction, Dr. Averill, our Assistant Principal. And also at this time, I'd like to invite the rest of our staff to please stand and be recognized. At this time, we will have the welcome from our co-presidents of the senior class, Sarah Beechler and Roman Ortega.
Yeah, Roman!
Hello everyone. I want to thank you for the honor of being able to speak today. First of all, I would like to thank the people who have helped us to make it this far, our teachers, parents, and others who love us. Let us not take them for granted, for they are the only ones who will sacrifice themselves for us. We thank you. There is a popular belief in society today that young people lack compassion and direction. I don't find this to be true at all. I have had the opportunity to be acquainted with hundreds of kids who not only know where they are headed, but also intend to contribute their time and energies toward making the world a better place. We're all seeking happiness, of course. Without this as a goal, at least we couldn't get it far at all. But no matter what means we take to achieve this elusive goal, whether it be the ever-widening field of technology or the more traditional areas of reading art or books, let us not forget that we have a human purpose to help others when we can. All of this will pose a challenge for us, but I believe that our generation is up to the task. Sometimes the path that we refuse is the path that we should choose. And we can't be certain even then that the path will lead directly to our destination. But we should understand that whatever path we do take does not have to be walked alone. We should walk it with those precious people in our lives and know that they will be there for us. Finally, Joseph Perry wrote a poem which sums up my feelings. New friends and old friends. Make new friends will keep the old. Those are silver, these are gold. New-made friendships like new wine, age will mellow and refine. Friendships that have stood the test, time and change are surely best. Brow may wrinkle, hair grow gray, friendships never know decay. Permit old friends, tried and true, once more our youth renewed. When older friends at last may die, new friends must their place supply. Cherish friendship on your breast, new is good but old is best. Make new friends, keep the old, those are silver, these are gold. Thank you very much and good luck to the graduates today.
I'd like to welcome all the students, faculty, family, and friends that are in attendance today. I guess I would first like to warn everyone that I'm very emotional. One of the loving traits that my mother has passed on to me that I can't seem to get rid of. So if I start to cry, I'm going to use the famous tactic of picturing you all naked. And if I laugh, at an inappropriate time, you also know why. Now that I have all of your attention, I'd like to begin with a quote that one of my teachers gave to me in a time in her life when she had to move on. Life is like an onion. You peel off one layer at a time, and sometimes you cry. Throughout life, we'll go through many layers, but this is one of the first and most important. This is when we are put to the test. This is when we learn who we are and what is important. This is the real thing. What are you going to do now? Now you have the choice. Now you are going into the world and you will be making your own decisions and growing up. It seems as if just yesterday we entered into this high school as scared little freshmen. That was 1995, and now, 4 years later, we, the seniors of 1999, are graduating. And although we are probably afraid to go into the world without our parents' shelter, we are strong because of all the things we've learned here. We have started defining our goals and values, discovered some of our interests, and we have started defining what we want in a spouse. We must remember, though, we cannot have learned all of these steps or have gotten to where we are right now without the help of those around us. First, our friends. For they are the ones that have helped to shape who we are, challenged our values, and who have made these high school years so much fun. Second, our teachers, because without them, where would we be? They have taught us all we need to start out in this world. They have taught us to be individuals and to be honest, responsible, and persistent. And lastly, our parents, for they are the ones that have been there for the last 18 years, and the ones that have dealt with all of our adolescents and teenagers. They have brought us into the world and taught us how to love and put together everything we have learned in school and through friends. These are our values. They have been there for us since day one, and they are the ones that will always be there. Today we graduate and must move on to the next layer in life. So rather than looking at today as an ending, we should be looking at it as a beginning, because now we have the knowledge, courage, and values to enter the world as adults. But in our anticipation of adult life, let's remember the balance that fun and friendship gave us here at PHS. The memories of these years will bring laughs and comfort for years to come, just as they are also providing our foundation of knowledge. So if we peel back this layer, we might shed a few tears. But if we do, it only proves the importance PHS has played in our lives. Like all of you, I'm very excited about your future, but I won't forget these years here. So look toward the future and make the best of life, but never forget the past. I'd like to wish the best of luck to the class of 1999. They will be the last and the best of the century.
At this time, I would like to introduce Pastor John Bradford, presenting the community message, representing the pastor from the Abundant Life Lutheran Church.
Well, good afternoon, graduates, families, friends. This is the place to be today in Plainfield. Thanks so much for the privilege of sharing this day with you. Today is about success. Today is about accomplishment and greatness and the future and hope. 33 years ago, when I graduated from high school, the pastor came up and prayed with us. But things have changed since then, and we don't do that now. This is called the community address, and that's fine. Things change. When my kids were growing up, I had a bumper sticker on my car that said, "My son's an honor student at Lee Summit High School." But things change. The other day I saw a bumper sticker that said, "Your kid may be an honor student, but you're still an idiot." Go figure. Things change, and change is tough. It's easy to be overwhelmed with change. But you know, I want to tell you young people something today. Things are going to continue to change. It's estimated that there will be as much change in the next 3 decades as there has been in the last 300 years. That's your future. So the question I put to you on this great day is, what are you going to do in your community when you leave here today in the midst of all this change? Well, I'll tell you one thing, you've definitely got enough information to do something with, don't you? You've been given a lot of information these 12 years. Did you know that we suffer from information overload today? I was flying back from Minneapolis a couple of weeks ago, and the flight attendant gave me a bag of peanuts. Did you know they have directions on them now? They say, "Open bag, eat nuts." Information overload. Last time I had a cold, I took a bottle of NyQuil, and I was looking at the instructions on it, and it says, "May cause drowsiness." And here's some useful information from Domino's Pizza. Did you know that people with their blinds closed are 25% less to give the pizza delivery person a tip? Now that's more than I needed to know. The world's total information is now doubling every 2 to 3 years. Satellites orbiting the globe right now send back enough information to fill the 19 million volumes of the Library of Congress every 2 weeks. That's how much stuff is coming at you young people right now. You who are graduating today have been exposed to more information in these past 4 years than your grandparents were in a lifetime. The world that existed when I graduated from high school 33 years ago doesn't exist anymore. You're entering a world with lots of problems, lots of things that need to be dealt with. But I'm not going to dwell on that today because I know you're also entering a world in an exciting age, in an age of incredible technology. The question is, what are you going to do in your community with all of this information that you've gathered and that you will accumulate over your lifetime? How are you going to live in community? What are you going to do? And how is that going to impact your community, even the world? You were created to make a difference, and you can. Or you can be indifferent to what's going on in your community, in the world. The choice is yours. How are you going to do community? What are you going to do? What are you going to change in the midst of so much change that's going to come about? You can change the world if you want to. The fact that 25% of you young people sitting here today consistently volunteer at least 5 hours a week for some kind of community service. You care. There's no doubt about it. One young person put it to me this way: I honestly don't think that I or my generation can win on a large scale. We have settled for winning on a small scale, in relationships, in local causes, in personal contributions to global needs. Community. How are you going to do community? Did you know that there's about 25 million of you every week who watch a TV show called Friends? Why? This is a show about community. That coffee shop doesn't serve coffee. Starbucks doesn't serve coffee. They serve community. Those people in those places are trying to figure out how to do this together. There's a broken, hungry world out there waiting for you to come and heal it and make it a better place for everyone. And none of us can do that alone. We need each other. We need to work together in the midst of change to make a difference in our community. Whatever you do when you leave here, I hope and pray, yes, pray, that you will make a difference. There's enough indifference in our world now, so I hope you go out there with all of your creativity, with all of your passion, to make and find your dream and make a difference. May you be richly blessed as you do. Congratulations.
people sweating Powerade about messages of self-affirmation while performing athletic events. Some long-haired California kid is telling me that he surfs before class, so his jeans are cool. And the devil himself, in the guise of the Energizer Bunny, is still going and going. Now I know as well as you do that commercials are a load of hooey, designed to make some rich people money. But as I watch these commercials today, 5 days before I leave Plainfield High School forever, the cheesiness faded for a while, and the sad message started to blink in the front of my cerebral home. Your life starts now, man. Work for what you want now, or it will never be yours. The Godmother has slapped me in the face with a wet fish. I realized that not only was I not just doing it, I didn't even know what it was I was supposed to do. My nerves got a hold of me, and I began watching it before again, hoping to find one that would reflect where I was in this crazy sanitarium that we call the world. I was not one of the nice people or the Powerade drinkers. I wasn't one of the armed service representatives. I wasn't the surfing guy climbing to the top of my allergenic mountain. Heck, I didn't even know what it felt like to play silent. With so little information, how will I know when to start my dreams? Hey, does anyone ever really know when to begin? Yes, they do. But more likely they're lost in desire. Lost and confused as I didn't want to remain. How can I remedy the situation? I began to question and examine myself, asking what I never dared to ask myself before. Where is the free will? Is it art? Is it science? Is it friends? Family? Do I love computers, cars, or politics? Do I want to get married? Do I want to be rich? The list goes on, but all can be condensed into a big, whopping, what do I want to be? Sure, we all want to be young, have fun, drink Pepsi, but pretty soon, end up with a caffeine addiction, diabetes from too much sugar, and unable to live your life in any recognizable sense. I'm telling you right now, don't be the Energizer Bunny who just keeps going and going. Go. But go somewhere and start now, because today it's wake-up time, and George Zimmer isn't going to guarantee you anything. Good luck. You're going to need it. Peace out.
Go and find your dream. Our concert choir again under the direction of Mr. Terry.
18 years, no more alarm clocks blaring at 6 a.m., no more long nights with homework, no more worries about curfew or the car. Say goodbye to suspension, calls from the dean. Congratulations to every one of you parents. 3 years in high school will leave an imprint upon you, and maybe deeper than you now realize. If you doubt this, ask your parents about their own years in high school. Despite the passage of time, you may be surprised at how easily they can summon the memories of events, of people, of experiences they now hold dear to them. Far into your future, people will ask where you went to high school, and you may respond, Plainfield was the home of my adolescence, the scene of the grind. Today, the membership to the class of 1999 is forever closed, 451 strong. 10 years from now, one of your more nostalgic classmates will summon you together for a reunion, a chance to compare notes on where life has taken you, and to decide if the person chosen most likely to succeed has. And in the year 2024, with your own children in tow, you will draw together for your 25th reunion. And a few of you may even venture back for your 50th homecoming in 2049. It's hard to imagine what it will be like then, and even harder to imagine what the world might be like. Could anyone in 1949 have envisioned the world that you face today? When you arrived on this planet some 18 years ago, the world was a different place. That year, 275 students sat where you are, waiting to graduate from a high school that no longer exists, swept away by a tornado that struck when you were 9 years old. In January of 1981, the year most of you were born, I ran through the hostages on the same day Ronald Reagan was sworn in as the 40th president. That same year, Sandra Day O'Connor became the first woman Supreme Court justice. On TV, people were watching Hill Street Blues, MASH, and Taxi. And at the movies, it was Raiders of the Lost Ark and On Golden Pond. E.T. was still a year away. We were 6 when Home Alone appeared, along with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Does that remind some of you what you were for Halloween that year? By 1981, it was 36 years in counting since the Cubs had appeared in the World Series. You can add 18 more to that total now. The Oakland Raiders won Super Bowl 15. You were turning 5 when the Bears won Super Bowl 20. The Celtics won the NBA in Larry Bird's second season as a player. Michael Jordan was a freshman at the University of North Carolina. You would turn 10 before he would lead the Bulls to their first of 6 World Championships. It was in the year of your birth that AIDS was first reported in the United States. The VCR had only been invented 5 years earlier, fax machines were not yet commonplace, and cell phones and voicemail were still years away. The World Wide Web would not appear until you were 8 years old. The same year the Berlin Wall would fall, and Germany would become one again. The Gulf War began when you were 9. In your 13th year, Americans flocked to the movies to see Forrest Gump. When you were a freshman in high school, a bombing in Oklahoma City stunned the nation. The world has indeed changed within your lifetime. Graduation speeches are often about the future, about lofty dreams and roads yet to be traveled. But where you are going may not be as important as where you have been, as our past has a remarkable way of shaping our future. Who we are today foreshadows who we will become tomorrow. Those near you have tried their very best to arm you for this journey, supplying you with both brains and brawn, courage and compassion, so that you have a fighting chance to overcome the obstacles you will surely face. Amidst the parties and celebrations taking place in the days and hours ahead, I hope you will find a way to thank those people who knew when your tank was running empty and filled it with love at no charge. The tragedies that took place in Littleton and elsewhere It reminded us that life is precious, that the ties that bind us are those of family and friends, and that unity of purpose must prevail over the forces of destruction. And it has also taught us, in a lesson we shy away from, that life is random, that all that we have and all that we treasure can be taken from us in a moment. And so it becomes our obligation to not only hold pictures of the time we have, but to make the most of it. If I am supposed to impart some words of wisdom upon you, I will fall short. For wisdom is the product of experience seasoned by insight. It is not the sum of what we know, but our acknowledgement of what we don't. So I would rather you just remember the feeling of being here, basking in your glory, a spirit of unity in your shared achievement. That feeling will last far past the day's end, just as we remember the tune to a song long after the words have been forgotten. In our youth, the day seemed plentiful, the future an unlimited horizon. As we grow older, we learn that life's hourglass is constantly in motion. And if we are to realize our dreams, we must turn what can happen to what did happen. The dreams you captured tomorrow are only those you dare to envision today. And so, just as we did 18 years ago, we wish you sweet dreams.
At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the class of 1999.
Cassandra Inez Luna.
Blake Wesley Abrahamson.
Tom Matthew Luke.
David P. Adams.
John Judah Mahalik.
Jennifer Marie Adams.
Bernadette Marie Mahoney.
Gary Stephen Alderman.
Richard John Maduki.
Brianna M. Alling.
Daniel Christopher Marcolini.
Ryan Scott Anderson.
Owen Paul Marguerio.
Alan Antonitis.
Andrea
Christian Lane Ardo.
Elliot Jerry May.
Sarah Elizabeth Armstrong.
Jacqueline Margaret Mayer.
Jeremy Ryan Attaway.
Jacqueline Marie McCary.
Douglas Michael Offland.
Jason John McKenna.
Lindsay Alexis Faulkner.
Amy N. McPherson.
Brett M. Baker.
Justin T. Hughes.
Jane Marie Banks.
Jennifer Beth Myers.
Michael Anthony Bauman.
William J. Myers Jr.
Jessica Ann Beecham.
Troy Nathan Vincent Myhausian.
Michelle Renee Bearden.
Damian Aaron Miller.
Jennifer Lynn Becker.
Randall J. Miller.
Christy Lynn Phelan.
Trevor Wayne Miller.
William Berkland.
Tanya Serena Mazzoni.
William
Serena Mazzoni.
William J. Berry.
Bryce Edward Majewski.
Aaron Joseph Bassett.
Adam F. Moeller.
Dawn Marie Bjork.
Molinari.
Erica Lynn Lasik.
Neat Monroe.
Christine Faith Vanelli. Christine Marie Bonnet.
Marianne Victor Mooney.
Jillian Faye Book.
Michael Patrick Moran.
Nicole Catherine Bork.
Adrian Moreno.
Andrew Nathan Borgia.
Christopher Michael Moore.
Michael C. Ornament.
Angela Mary Morrison.
Keith Michael Bowers.
Amy Elizabeth Mueller.
Christy Faye Brown.
Megan Christine Mullen.
Lisa Therese Brown.
Nakia Michael Nareen.
David Allen Bruno. Colin Patrick Bruce.
Matthew Alexander Nash.
Andrew Jeremiah Butler.
Jill Renee Nastrin.
Maura K. Butfellis.
Amber Gia Needham.
Paula Cabrera.
Brooke L. Nesson.
Nagra Marie Geraldo.
Timothy Benoff.
Cameron Ashton Caldwell.
Anthony Robert Novak.
Adriana Marie Caliando.
Daniel Novak.
Heidi A. Townsend.
Jessica Lorraine Novak.
Rebecca Lynn Campbell.
Roman Ortega Jr.
Christina April Carmen.
Justin Ray Osborne.
Christopher S. Carney.
Thomas Vincent G. Otaka.
Zelda Ferrero.
Oz.
Christine Marie Carroll.
Tiffany Michelle Hackey.
John M. Kasai.
Grant Brian Hall.
Aaron Christopher Suckman.
Stephen C. Colonis.
Andrew D. Stello.
Rachel L. Panarella.
Monica Marie Castleman.
Erin Corinne Parker.
Sarah Beth Ketterton.
James J. Parker.
Colleen Renee Clancy.
Richard Allen Parker.
Amanda Lynn
Sydney Lynn Patrick.
Daniel Ted Show.
Brian David Jackson.
Kelly Marie Christensen.
Melanie Y. Pavlik.
Jeffrey James Mullen.
Dan G. Program.
Jeffrey Thomas Cockrell.
Alan Sanders.
Courtney Sam Everhart.
Sarah Marie Tantrum.
David Ann Eber.
Marina Letitia
Stephen Michael Anthony Elliott. Janelle L. Edney.
Sherry Ann Shalino.
Bradley Wade Irving. Christina Esposito.
Eric Peter Schmidt.
Jason T. Escueda.
Shannon E.
Matthew Wyndon Hetherington.
Christopher Michael Miller.
Carrie M. Evans.
Kristen Melody Schrader.
James Edwin Fawcett III.
Michael B. Stronsky.
Jillian Meredith Ferris.
Elizabeth Ann Sherman.
Nicole Marie Fleck.
Andrew Paul Scott.
Christopher David Fleming.
Rebecca Ray Seiler.
David Thomas Fletcher.
Jessica May Sedgwick.
Philip J. Foreman.
Stacy N. Shursky.
Andrew J. Foster.
Scott Michael Sheets.
Anthony Allen Frankovich.
Denise Renee Sheridan.
Brianne Geraldine Gallagher.
Edgar Vidal Sita.
Arvind Shirzi Gandhi.
Aaron Joseph William Steelbo.
John David Gannon.
Adam Thomas Simanek.
Michael C. Garvey.
Nicole Marie Sloda.
Ryan Allen George.
Cheryl Michelle Smith.
Christine Marie Chasing.
Julie Ann Smith.
Eric E. Gibson.
Kelly C. Smith.
Colin Holman.
Edward Thomas.
Kimberly Ann Kitson.
Brian E. Thompson.
Tamara Dawn Hobbs.
Jason R. Thompson.
Michelle Christine Ovada.
Keith O'Farrell Showman.
Timothy James Holden.
Sarah Nicole Toledo.
Aaron Gallagher Holland.
Karen Ann Turco.
John Paul Hollingsworth.
Andrew John Burkett. James Andrew Tapp. Julie Ann Casada. Kelly N. Scott. Luke Patrick Searcy. Stephanie Jean Searcy. Sarah Marie
Yes, sir.